Hi, my name is Lynette Byler, and this is my persuasive speech over solar energy. Over the years, America has become so dependent on fossil fuel as the main energy supplier. The U.S. economy is currently 85% fossil fuel use, which is calling it a fossil fuel economy. Since oils, coals, and gases are at such high demand in our society, scientists have been searching for a new energy source that is more available and less harmful to our environment. In order to prevent an industrial collapse, solar energy has evolved into being a main supplier for energy instead of fossil fuels. Extracting solar energy is much more eco-friendly than fossil fuels. The example of the Niger Delta River, release of oil in the river killed all of the fish. Following the extinction of the fish, villages that used to use that river for water to drink and catch fish had to relocate. Another major example is the BP oil spill in Galveston that leaked millions of cubic meters into the ocean. People are still trying to clean this mess up. Oil continues to cover the beaches in Galveston, and occasionally the tide brings up ocean wildlife that fell victim to this oil spill. Also, burning gas from cars fills our ozone with trash gases, creating this greenhouse effect. About 81% of all gases that fill the air are carbon dioxide being released from energy-related sources. This is a major contribution to the global warming theory. Chemicals fill the air we breathe, also causing us to have many illnesses. Solar energy is more beneficial because it is cheaper. There are not monthly bills that have to be paid. The main cost is just the panels themselves being installed and the fee. Price of electricity is much more expensive and continuing to increase daily. By having a solar system set up in your house, one can have his or own power supply and not have to depend on a power supply company. Even though the installation process might be expensive, it pays off in the end because of the cut of the electricity bill. Research has shown that the prices of solar systems continue to decrease. The cost of energy from the sun through photovoltaic, which means light electricity, has dropped from more than $1 per kilowatt hour in the 1980s to nearly 20 cents per kilowatt hour today. Solar energy will never run out. Solar energy comes from the sun, which is always there. Therefore, as long as the sun is out, the solar panels are producing energy. Fossil fuels will eventually run out. These gases are not renewable, unlike the solar energy. The energy that the Earth receives from the sun in one day contains more than twice the amount of energy Americans consume in 1 year. Some may say, well, what if the sun isn't out that day? If having no sun is the issue, supply yourself with batteries that will take over the days when the sun is not out. Solar energy development will also provide new jobs and increase U.S. spending decrease U.S. spending overseas. The National Resource Defense Council stated recently, quote, by the end of the decade, solar energy could become cheaper than conventional electricity in many parts of the country, and the continued growth of the industry could create hundreds of thousands of American jobs. If Americans are capitalizing on the using renewable energy, the less demand of fossil fuels is required. If there's a less demand of fossil fuels in America, then the need to buy from countries will decrease tremendously, benefiting our federal budget. By depending on solar energy, manufacturers will majorly increase, also providing more jobs for the American people. Current manufacturers in the U.S. are already providing over 27,000 Americans with high-paying, high-tech jobs. As you can now see, solar energy is so beneficial to Americans and the economy. I would hope you agree with me that us as Americans need to take the next step into technology advancement and convert our source of electricity to solar energy. Why not use the natural sources that are free to us and clean for our environment? Thank you.